Welcome back. Last week Fmge examination was there. Examination consists of like mixed reactions coming from the students. Like part 1 was a little bit difficult, part 2 was easy, something like that. But I want to tell you that there is nothing like that. This used to be there, like part 1 is hard, part 2 was easy, something like that. In my time also we used to think in that way. But I want to tell you one thing which is very important here, because one OBG lecturer who put a video over there saying that this is the toughest question in the FMG history, and the question was like a fetal anemia, how to diagnose this in the non-invasive way. And there was an the options was there in which there's a color Doppler there. If you have a little bit sense, it's going to be easy to pick that. And I want to tell you, it is the easiest question in the history of FMG, because this question used to come in back in 2010 to 17 was there. If you look at the PYQ, it was there. It is not the toughest one. I think it is the easiest question ever asked in FMG examination. That's just I want to tell you. Fetal anemia detection in the non-invasive procedure, color Doppler. Hope you know that. So this is the thing I want to tell you here, that so much of misleading information are there regarding the FMG examination. That's the reason it is still at 20% passing percentage. In last year, 31,000 students wrote this examination, out of which 7,000 passed. So where is the rest of around 23,000 students? Have you ever guessed it? What happened to these students? These students will come to write the examination again, or what they're going to do in their life? I want to tell you everything in detail, and I want to tell you how to prepare effectively. The first most thing I want to tell you, we need to stop this coaching institute, because these coaching institute are doing the spoon feeding to students and put into a double pressure cooker like a life, because they are studying only MCQ. Because of that, these students can't do anything in their life. Even I'm telling you that yesterday there was an incident happened in Lucknow. The girl who's just joined in internal medicine after getting a good rank, and she committed suicide, tried to commit suicide, and she was luckily alive right now. He's it's in ICU right now with both bone fracture. I mean, femur fracture is there, pneumothorax is there, some other kind of lot of blood loss is there, sort of in a critical situation in ICU right now. So I'm praying for a fast recovery. That's just I want to tell you here. But I want to tell you most important thing is here, because of this coaching institute, we are getting everything in a crystal clear way. They are giving you in a spoon feeding way, that you are getting everything, you are not putting any effort into it, and you are pressurizing for into it, because if any question come out of that, it's going to be difficult for you to answer it. And also it's very difficult for doing your own analysis, your own pattern of it. So I want to tell you that those students who prepare for NEET PG or FMG or INICT, you need to read the books throughoutly. You don't depend on these questions. I want to tell urge to the Indian government to stop coaching for all the examinations. We don't need coaching any. It's literally wasting the students' life. It's literally pressurizing the students more. It gives the more competition. It's just making this the businessman to make money. That if you look at the Allen, the NEET UG students' life, they are making thousands of crores. Like last in 2022, it generated around 58,000 crores from India. So, hope you understand the depth of it. The real side of education in India. This is all about business right now. All about, from the 5th standard, these students are studying for NEET UG, and then come to the NEET. Once they crack the NEET UG, then they start preparing for the NEET PG in another app, and another app will waiting for them for the DM. And once, I don't understand where they get the life out of it. Literally, they are being transferred from one app to another app to another app, and they are being in the pressure. They are not literally doing anything new. They have to have a mindset to flow against the the flow. That's the why we can make new thing. We can do the better things and all. A new AI is there in which we can expect much more coaching. A personalized, a small robotic coaching teachers will definitely come soon. This is in my mind that like in a toy shape, there's a supercomputer there, in which that is recently announced by the NVIDIA, and which is capability of doing 70 billion sort of problem solving in a second. So in which it literally going to do the game changer for the entire, the computing system, the robotic AI, and everything will change. And if so future you can get a teacher in a robotic, like a small teacher, in which is going to teach you almost everything in the world and going to give the explanation. It's going to be your personalized, your friend, your teacher, everything will be there in future. In within 10 years I can expect the same thing, that a personalized teacher is there. He's going to teach everything in the world for IIT, UPSC, NEET, CA, LLB, or whatever things you want to study from your childhood. There is a small thing will be there and it's going to teach you. And for that I want to tell you one important thing, which is this is the future, and I'm just telling you that. Okay, leave it. So here is the thing, for the FMG examinations, there is a myth there that FMG examination is sort of a is easiest one compared to NEET PG. It is not. These, professors, I mean lecturers, who used to come to the, teaching platform and used to tell that this is very easy, this is the toughest examination, and students will think, oh, this is the toughest examination, this is the toughest question, something like that, right? Then what about that other tough questions? When I was writing the examination in 2018, there was this much long questions used to there, exactly like the NEET PG. So the difference between NEET PG and the FMG, there's a pattern is entirely different, because the NEET PG, there is not a competition over there, only 150, no negative marking. It's going to be quite cool. Just study, go write the examination, attempt 300 questions, and just pass it. That's it. But come to NEET PG, is not like that. Negative marking is there, competition is there. This is the future. So there is a more pressure over here. So difference is the only the pattern of it. So the syllabus, the everything is the same thing. So I want to tell you the number of questions also, there is a difference there. Number of questions in FMG, that is around 300. Here is the 200 questions only per question. Here in NEET PG, there is a 4 marks is there. If it is wrong, there is a negative marking is there. For FMG, 300, each question 1 mark. If you got 150, you get it. If you didn't get it, nothing. That's it. So that's all about it. And I want to tell you one thing which is very important right now. When I was preparing in 2018, I asked my senior about how to pass the examination, how you prepare. I want to tell you that it is very lucky to have a good senior who will guide you well. um, I'm telling you that I do have a good senior, I have a bad seniors also. I do have a senior who used to tell in this way that you don't need to study that much, but these students, these people will study day and night without sleep, without anything. They are used to shut their room, they study like nobody will know that they are studying over there. In that way they used to study and crack this examination, and once they crack it, they will tell you that I didn't study much, I just studied 1 to 3 hours per day. And it is like you need to study only 4 subjects: general medicine, general surgery, OBG, and community medicine. This every subject will hold around 35 to 40 questions. So altogether you may get around 130, 140 questions. So you need only 10 to 20 marks. For that, just study peds, patho, anesthesia. It's going to be going to give you around 160, 170 mark. Yeah, that's true. That's the calculation is correct. But I want to tell you that every examination in the entire world, there is some pattern is there, like out of which 50 to 60% questions will come from the PYQ topics, 20% from the your analysis, your skills, your observation, like what you have seen in the internship, how to correct electrolyte issues, APG analysis, and the ECG, some x-rays, these kind of things will come. And the 20% nobody can crack it. These 20% of these questions will like decide the top rankers. How much more you know about the subject, how much more you can you be smart. Even in the NEET PG or the INICT, nobody have the full marks. Last year when I'm looking into it, like the topper got around 720, something like that. So he missed around 50 to 20 questions. So hope you understand it. So these toughest question used to come from these four big subjects, because these subjects are more into a clinical side. There is an applied knowledge is there, so it's going to be like for the people who make the questions, it's going to easy for them to put toughest question over here. But come to the anatomy, biochem, physio, pharmacology, or the microbiology, or the forensic, or the community medicine, these subjects you cannot make tough questions. It's everything is over there. You can only pick the questions from there. Even in anatomy, how can you make a toughest question over there? Can make one or two questions like very, if you go for minute things, or if you put some clinical analysis into it, you can make it. Otherwise it's going to be like anatomy, and you may get around 5 questions maximum. Out of it, 4 is quite easy to get it. It's almost everything come from the PYQ. There is no applied questions like big questions. It will come from the simple topic, mostly come from the onliners. So these are the side you need to understand. While you prepare for FMG or the NEET PG, you need to give equal importance to the whole subject. Even in psychiatry, I used to have friends who skips few subjects, and as forensic psychiatry, because these subjects are like holding a very few questions. Even these two subjects holding around 5 questions maximum. So who want to spend hours in psychiatry and in forensic medicine, especially when come to forensic medicine? Being honest with you, I am in forensic right now, but I didn't study forensic in for my FMG or my NEET PG examination, because these holding only 3-4 questions. Everybody knows that, right? So why we want to spend hours in forensic instead going to other big subject? That's the biggest mistake. I want to tell you that forensic questions will come directly, like some IPSC they will ask, and they will show some pics and they will ask it, and some test, that's it. Some blood analysis or anything they will ask in a very simple manner, which is going to be easy to give the answer, other than studying hours in general medicine, and you can't crack the biggest question. Instead, if you spend few hours in these small subjects, you can get 4 to 5 questions. So I want to tell you, those students who haven't passed the examination, you have to find your mistake, where you are lagging behind. What's your real issue over there? How you can make how you can't make more answers correctly. So do it in this way. Just do the grand test, then you will understand where is your weak side. Just do the grand test. Almost every app they are providing the grand test. Just do the grand test, and you just analysis yourself, where is your weak side, weak subject and all. Then you will understand that, okay, I'm getting less mark in OBG because I'm not putting enough effort. Just put more effort into that. And if you are very good in non-clinical side, put more into the clinical side, effort more into the clinical side, and just put connecting to each other. Like if you're studying biochem, you have to put the same thing into general medicine in some way, or the skin. So many diseases are out there in which having some sort of a correlation. So you have to put things, there is some connection over there. It's going to be easy to remember, it's going to be easy to get more marks. And come to the next part. You have wondered, right, what will happen to these students who haven't passed the examination? The students, after the FMG examination, about 80%, even last year around 23,000 students who not pass the examination, out of which a good percentage will go for a coaching again in somewhere, and the rest of the students will go to work illegally. There is so many private hospitals currently taking these students as a physician assistant. It is not a medical doctor. They don't need any registration. The qualification for physician assistant mostly like a BSc, MSc, and currently FMG students are taking these job opportunities. Other medical like BAMS, BSMS, BHMS, BDS people are taking this opportunity. And the insurance medical officer used to there used to have a time that MBBS doctor should be there to do the claim, do the analysis and the checking and all. And currently what they're doing, they are taking the BDS, BAMS, BHMS, all these people, which is literally not good. There is so much of cases are going exactly like the skin specialist. Like, hope you know that 6-month fellowship programs over there, in which almost every people can be a dermatologist in India right now. And there is so much of cases going on. I think I heard that it's Karnataka Medical Council recently put that if they want to work as a dentist, they need to get a dentist council registration, right? But instead of doing a dentistry job in a dentist field job, they are currently doing in some fellowship in dermatology and being a dermatologist there. They are opening the clinic in that way with the DCI, with the dental council registration number. So what the Karnataka council said, that if you practice with the dental council number, it is totally illegal. You cannot work as a dermatologist being with a dental degree, something like that. So there is some issues are going on. I think it started with Kerala. I think Kerala is the one place which is having a lot of changes happening, because people will understand the things very fastly. So I come to the future opportunity for the FMG students. I want to tell you, FMG students, once you clear the FMG, we can have a various opportunities. I do have friends who didn't clear the FMG examination, went to Germany for getting a degree over there for the PG degree. I want to tell you that that's a suicidal thing, because that senior haven't get any PG for last 3-4 years she be there, but haven't get any PG. So what is happened? Just a waste of money, waste of things. There is no backdoor in medical field. Only thing that you can be in the side, but there is no back entry in the medical field. You can be a physician assistant, you can be another assistant, you can be in a hospital administration, like something like that, but you cannot be a doctor in a backdoor kind of things. You need a proper registration from your home country, and then you can go in another country. If you are completing your MBBS from Russia, if you have a registration in Russia, permanent registration from Russia, you can go abroad. There is no issue with that. And if you don't have that, you have to come to India, get your permanent registration in any state council, then go to abroad. Otherwise it won't work. It will take time, they will deny it forever, something like that. And also I want to tell you, those completed FMG, you can do lot of things here in India. You can go for NEET PG, INICT, fellowship program, AFIH program. We can go for Indian Army. In different categories are there: Air Force, Navy, this one, ITBP, there, the Indo-Tibetan Border Police things there, and you can write the SSC examinations. You can be a lot of things you can do within India. And if you go abroad, like you can prepare for USMLE, PLAB or AMCs there, or the New Zealand, you can go. And if you want to pursue your PG in any other European countries, like if you want to go to Germany, if you're going to go to Spain, Luxembourg, and these places are offering a PG with very good stipend, and only thing you need to study their language. That's it. That's a future for them. And most importantly, I want to tell you to the FMG students that don't underestimate this exam. This examination is very big. It's exactly like the NEET PG pattern. So if you study for FMG examination, you study like a NEET PG, then you definitely get it. Otherwise, it's going to be difficult, and it's going to be difficult for you need to continuous your preparation for years to pass this examination. It's not worth. Being honest with you, you need to spend around 6 years in abroad, and then you are spending, or you need to spend around 1 to 2 years in internship in India. And for the preparation of MG, you need to spend around 3-4 years, and then you need to do the PG another 3-4 years. It literally takes 35 years at least to start residency in India, if in that way. So I want to tell you that from the beginning, like second year or third year in your MBBS, start preparing for the FMG examination and NEET PG. I think it's most importantly go for the NEET PG examination. Then it's going to be easy for you to crack the FMG examination. So do it in that way. It's going to be easy, and don't take every advice from your seniors or anyone, because something is not going to work. Especially the 4 subject thing. If you study 4 subject, I want to tell you, you will never going to pass the FMG or the NEET PG or INICT in any examination. You can't pass it. You have to study the 90 subject. You need to have a connection with each one, then you can pass it. Okay, any more questions you have, any more things you have, you can comment over here. I will make a video on FMG examination on forensic medicine, because most of them are not taking it. So I just want to make it simplify. I will try with the PYQ, and let's do it. It's going to benefit for the all, like FMG and NEET PG and INICT people. So I will make the 2020, I think 2024 and 25 PYQ in forensic, and just discuss that part. It's going to be,
That's it.